Welcome again to Precious African Tales. Today we're going to hear all about the groom that arrived drunk to his own wedding. Once upon a time, in the heart of a bustling African village, where the crows of cockerels echoed in the dawn and the villagers lived a harmonious chorus of life, there lived an elegant and beautiful woman named Maya. She navigated the rustic landscape with an elegance that contrasted the frenzied pace around her. Her demeanor radiated tranquility amidst the bustling sounds of village life. Maya's beauty was undeniable, her eyes sparkling like distant stars in the night sky, and her smile possessed the power to illuminate even the darkest corners of the village. But behind the facade of elegance and poise, Maya carried a secret, a burden that weighed heavy on her heart and threatened to unravel the carefully constructed tapestry of her life. Maya's inability to find genuine, romantic love. A man who would love her through thick and thin. In the same village lived a man called Chibuzo, also known as Chibottle, a nickname given to him by his friends, a nickname he got called by the whole village because of his drinking prowess. Chibottle was a figure well known to many yet understood by few, a soul adrift in the currents of life, with his days spent and consumed in the haze of alcohol and regrets for his past actions. Chibottle roamed the city streets for years, his presence blending into the shadows as he sought refuge in the solace of alcohol. His laughter resonated through the night, a whole echo of the pain that haunted him. Nights found him sleeping on park benches or seeking shelter in alleyways, his weary form bearing the scars of a life lived on the unforgiving streets. But beneath the layers of death and despair, there lurked a glimmer of humanity, a heart that yearns for love, a man with so much confidence, panache, and a spark of hope that refused to be extinguished. And it was this spark that caught the eye of Uju, an elegantly beautiful woman of grace and compassion who crossed paths with Chibottle one fateful day. The moment she saw Chibottle, she recognized his attributes, but there's a certain condition that could not be overlooked. Uju immediately became a beacon of light in Chibottle's dark world, her kindness a balm for his wounded soul. She saw beyond the dearth and the grind to the man beneath, a man with dreams and aspirations, with fears and insecurities, just like her. However, in him lied a certain condition and stigma she could not overlook. Despite her initial hesitations and the dislike she had for his nickname, Uju found herself inexplicably drawn to Chibottle. She could not ignore the pain etched in his eyes, nor the yearning for connection that simmered beneath his weathered exterior. There was a vulnerability about him that spoke to her soul, a rawness that resonated with her own experiences. In him, she saw a kindred spirit, a soul searching for redemption, for understanding, and for love. And in that shared longing, Uju felt a weird but strong connection that went beyond the boundaries of social norms and societal expectations. Chibottle, in his mind, was aware of the societal and class differences between him and Uju. However, he was poised to try his luck, since there is a saying that love knows no boundary, and another saying that people find love in strange places. One fateful day, Chibottle mustered the courage to ask Uju out on a date. "Uju, my darling, would you ever consider dating me?" She hesitated, her heart torn between her growing affection for him and the fears of what others might think. She knew that Chibottle's reputation as a drunkard and a wretched man would invite judgment and scorn from her friends and family, and she feared the consequences of associating herself with him. The fears which she had from the beginning has finally come to haunt her. That is, the fears of what will people say. After much thought about Chibottle's question, Uju made the difficult decision to decline Chibottle's invitation, her heart heavy with regret, yet steadfast in her resolve. She could not bear the thought of subjecting herself to the ridicule and disdain of society, nor could she ignore the warnings of her family members who cautioned her against getting involved with a man like Chibottle. The number of times her friends had asked her, "Why do you spend so much time with him?" Aduga, one of her closest, even going as far as calling him a drunk, especially with a name like Chibottle. "He must really know how to drink. He will never fit in." Aduga clucked her tongue in disgust. "Your parents will never forgive you if you brought him home," she trailed off. With her heart heavy and a deep sense of empathy, Uju gently declined Chibottle's invitation, her words laced with both sadness and understanding. She knew that her decision would cause him pain, but she was determined not to be with him due to the class differences between them. Also, she was not ready to face the judgment that would come afterwards. Though it pained her to break his heart, Uju understood that she could not compromise nor jeopardize her status in society. Neither was she ready to settle down with someone way below her, not just below her, but a nobody called Chibottle. And so, with a mixture of sorrow and compassion, she bid Chibottle farewell, hoping that he would one day find the peace and happiness he so desperately sought with someone within his own social circle, as she was above his league. As Chibottle watched Uju walk away, his heart ached with a pain that cut deeper than any bottle of palm wine ever could. He knew that he had lost his chance at happiness, that he was destined to wander the streets alone once more, his dreams of love and redemption slipping through his fingers like grains of sand. But little did Chibottle know that fate had other plans in store for him, that his encounter with Uju was just the beginning of a journey that would ultimately lead him to the true love and happiness he always longed for. About 3 years later, fate intervened when Maya returned to the village after being away for a while, and her path intersected with that of a man named Chibottle. Maya, with her grace and refinement, seemed worlds apart from Chibottle's tumultuous reality. Yet, as destiny would have it, their lives converged on a singular evening, forever altering the course of their futures. Despite the stark contrast between them, Maya found herself inexplicably drawn to Chibottle. There was a magnetic pull, a connection that defied logic and reason. She sensed a depth in him, a complexity hidden beneath the surface, that resonated with her own innermost desires and struggles. In Chibottle, Maya glimpsed a kindred spirit, a soul grappling with demons and yearning for redemption. As they crossed paths on that fateful evening, Maya felt a stirring in her heart, a curiosity that compelled her to reach out to Chibottle, to learn more about the man behind the facade. Little did she know the encounter would mark the beginning of a journey filled with unexpected twists and turns, leading them down a path they could never imagine. With each passing encounter, Maya glimpsed beneath the facade of the drunken man before her, sensing a soul battered and bruised by the trials of life. She listened as he poured out his heart, his words a tapestry of pain and longing, and she felt a kinship with him, that transcended the boundary of societal status and circumstance. As Maya and Chibottle's relationship began to deepen, doubts started to creep in, casting a shadow over their budding connection. However, despite the protests from her friends and family, Maya found herself irresistibly drawn to Chibottle, his raw honesty and vulnerability stirring something deep within her. She saw beyond the alcohol-fueled haze to the man beneath, a man with dreams and aspirations, with fears and insecurities just like her. A major protest and criticism of Chibottle had come from Uju, whose path had crossed with Chibottle's path in the past years. Uju, a close friend of Maya's, had encountered Chibottle before and had reservations about his character. She approached Maya urgently, expressing her concerns about Chibottle's troubled past with alcoholism. Uju painted a grim picture of Chibottle, describing him as a man consumed by his inner demons, whose presence could tarnish their social standing. Uju reminded Maya of the societal expectations and values they were expected to uphold. She cautioned Maya about the potential consequences of being involved with someone like Chibottle, urging her to reconsider her feelings for him. Maya, torn between her loyalty to Uju, her friend, and her growing affection for Chibottle, found herself facing a dilemma that threatened to unravel the fabric of her life. However, in a show of love and strong connection to Chibottle, Maya would not listen to her friend. Maya didn't mind the differences in their social class. Neither did she care about what the people would say. Rather, she made it her mission to help Chibottle confront his demons, to guide him towards a path of healing and redemption. She stood by his side through the darkest of nights, offering him a beacon of hope amidst the shadows that threatened to consume him. And in the warmth of Maya's love, Chibottle found the strength to confront his addiction, to face the demons that had haunted him for so long. With each passing day, he emerged from the darkness, his spirit renewed, and his heart filled with gratitude for the woman who had saved him from himself. However, Uju had sworn to herself to go to any length possible, leaving no stone unturned, to ensure that Maya would not end up with the drunk nicknamed Chibottle. She could not stand to have him in her circle of friends, or as a husband to her best friend. As days turned into weeks and weeks into months, Maya and Chibottle's love only deepened, like a river carving its path through the rocky terrain of life. Despite the skepticism of Maya's friends, who cautioned against her marrying a man known for his past struggles with alcohol, Maya remained steadfast in her belief in Chibottle's capacity for change. One crisp autumn evening, as the golden hues of the sunset bathed the city in a warm glow, Chibottle took Maya by the hand and led her to their favorite spot, a quiet corner of the park where they had shared countless moments of laughter and love. With trembling hands and a heart full of hope, Chibottle dropped to one knee, his eyes shimmering with emotion as he gazed up at Maya, his beloved. "Maya," he began, his voice filled with sincerity and love. "From the moment our paths crossed, you have been my guiding light, my anchor in a sea of uncertainty. You saw beyond the shadows of my pasts and embraced me for who I am, a flawed yet hopeful soul, striving for redemption." Maya's heart swelled with emotion as she listened to Chibottle's words. Her eyes glistened with tears of joy. She knew in that moment that she had found her soulmate, the one with whom she would walk hand in hand through life's joys and sorrows. But as Chibottle reached into his pocket and produced a small velvet box, a hush fell over the park. broken only by the rustle of the leaves in the gentle breeze. Maya's friends, led by Uju, who had been watching from a distance, approached hesitantly, their faces filled with concern. "Maya," Uju whispered. "Maya," her voice tinged with apprehension. "Are you sure about this? Marrying a man with a history of alcoholism is a risk you shouldn't take. Think of your future. Think of the children you may have one day. Marrying a nobody without class and societal recognition is bad for you. How would you introduce him to your rich parents and uncles? What job would you say he does? He's a drunkard and a failure. Don't marry him," Uju echoed. Do you think Maya said yes to Chibottle's proposal? Do you think Uju is still maybe in love with Chibottle, and she does not want Maya to be with him, or she just does not like him because he does not belong to their class? This and many more will be revealed in part 2 of The Groom Who Arrived Drunk to His Own Wedding. See you soon.